Hello and welcome to the incredibly influential and highly successful podcast. My name is Kael. I'm highly not that.
And I am Maxwell, and I am incredibly exactly that.
Okay. Yup. Sorry. Uh so we're
I'm
kind of
not sorry.
we're kind of recording this a little weirdly. So this about the first like 15 20-ish minutes we're kind of recording. I'm a little bit in a hurry. I've got a thing to go to in about like 20 minutes.
He's got a
Um
thing.
yeah. So what I'm basically I'm going to so I kind of made a goal for myself, right? And I'm gonna try out some extracurriculars, um, like clubs and stuff. Try and just avoid staying home all the damn time.
Right.
Um, so I already went to the transfer student organization at my school. I didn't go to their next meeting because I didn't really want to. But
Rough.
tonight tonight I'm going to psych club, which is like our that's like my primary major. So yeah, I'm going to that tonight. And yeah, and then on I think it's on Saturdays or Sundays is our uh board game club. I'm going to go to that too, or I'm going to try to at least,
So,
because
so list them all again. You got board game. You've
board game
got
club, psychology club,
psychology club.
and the transfer student organization, which is for like people who came from another university to
Yeah,
start here.
my
Yeah.
friend has something like that, but it's a class. It's like a
Oh yeah.
it's like a culinary class combined with transfer student stuff.
That's weird, but okay. I kind of fuck with
Yeah,
that
so
actually.
you're kind of missing out on that culinary experience you could be getting as a transfer student.
Yeah. And I'm going to go to uh one of the ice cream places in the next town over because um
The ice cream in your town ain't good enough.
no, cuz one of my friends works there who would be going to the site club, but she's working, so I'm going to go and give her the Cliffs notes. Um
Nice.
but yeah, I'm going to be doing that. And also, I feel like there's a more important announcement that we should be talking about. Do you know what it is, Maxwell?
No.
Uh the day that this goes up is the day before my birthday. So this is the last episode that I will be doing sober. Isn't
I
that
feel
isn't
like
that fun?
I feel like that's a lie.
It is the last episode where being sober is legally mandated. From now on after that, every other episode is sober optional. Um yeah, I think hopefully we can record.
Every episode after will not be sober.
I I don't know about that, but I know it will definitely be optional. Uh, there will be a legal option for me to imbibe certain controlled substances that are legal in my uh uh place of residence after I have reached the age of 21, which I will be. And don't think it doesn't bum me out that that is the last good birthday, because it really does. They're all downhill from here. Fuck, man. That's
Yeah.
well,
Well,
60, what is it? 65 for now at least. 65 is when you can get your IRAs, which is nice. That's good.
so you got 65 to look forward to.
Yeah, something like
There's
that.
there's not a lot of good birthdays in between. That
Yeah,
is unfortunate.
I think also 20, I think it's either 25 or 26 is when your insurance premiums start to go down. But
Love
yeah, other
that.
than that, no. Yeah, it fucking blows. It blows dicks. Yeah,
Except for this one.
except for this one. Yeah. Uh yeah, I've got some plans. I'll probably go into it when we're recording on I think we will be recording on my birthday cuz I don't really have any other time to record other than that. But yeah, we're
Nice. Nothing he'd
yeah.
rather be doing on his birthday.
I mean, that's not exactly true. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I've got some plans on my birthday.
Yeah,
I
what are you
think
doing?
I think I'll go into what I'm doing after my birthday when we're recording on my birthday, because then when we release the episode, I'll already be back from it. But um
Okay.
uh I think what I'm doing on my birthday is I'm going to so I go to the dog park every day usually. Um and there's like a crew of like regular people who bring their dogs every morning.
Hmm.
And one of them owns like a fancy Italian restaurant in town, so I'm gonna go there and have a nice bottle of preferably rosé. I have been craving a nice rosé for a long ass time because I had a really it was just the cheap shit, right? You know, it was just like barefoot. Um but like I had that in the Dominican Republic when I was on the mission. Like after we would come back from clinic, we would get in our bathing suits, go into the pool, and uh me and this hygienist lady, uh uh Lisa, she's a little older than me. Um but like she would like we me and her we split the bottle and we would just drink wine in the pool in the lovely like Dominican Republic weather. It was awesome. So
Right.
I don't know if I'm craving that or if I'm actually craving the rosé, but it was good. That was yeah. Even the cheap shit is still pretty damn good. You know
It's
that
hard.
was
It's
yeah.
hard to beat the Dominican Republic.
It is hard to beat the Dominican Republic. Yeah. We weren't really in the vacationy part, but even then it was nice. The only problem was like again you I think we talked about it when I came back, but you cannot drink the water. So bring a lot of bottled water and also bring a lot of Liquid IV, who is sponsoring this week's episode. Thanks again to Liquid IV for partnering with us. Use
Wow.
code IIHS podcast, all one word, at checkout to get 20% off your order and free shipping. Sorry. I'm so used to plugging that now. I plug it in conversation. I plug it on my Snapchat story.
Yeah, you're
I
just like on the daily, just talking
I'm a
about liquid IV.
I'm a whore for them, dude. I'm a whore for Liquid IV in the best possible way. I actually just ordered some more. I'm on my third bag now because I got like what was it, the tropical punch first, and then I got the pink lemonade, and now I'm getting just plain strawberry just to see like which one I like. Um,
And what do
they've
you
got a
think?
bunch of different flavors, but yeah. And I got my dad some for his birthday. I got him the big variety pack so that way he can try them all and let me know which one he wants, and I can get him some more. But
Which one was your favorite?
for me, I like the pink lemonade more than I liked the tropical punch. It just wasn't my thing. It was good, but it just wasn't my thing. I think the tropical punch was like a 6.5, and I give the pink lemonade about a 7. It's hard to get the mix quite right though. That's always been my thing about um like Gatorade powder versus Gatorade like just in the bottles is it's hard to find the right mix to get it like okay, this is too sweet, this is not sweet enough. Cuz I kind of like it a tiny bit watered down. Um
Have you tried mixing them together?
Gatorade and Liquid IV? No.
Well, just like multiple
No.
liquid IVs.
Oh. I've only ever had like one flavor at a time, so no. But
Darn.
I'll ask my dad to try it. He'd probably do that.
Yeah, just
He's
supercharge it, man.
yeah, might as well, honestly. If you've got what is it? It's supposed to be one packet for 16 ounces of water. So I guess do what 32 ounces and 2 packets. Go nuts with it. Go
Just go
crazy.
nuts. Go
Yeah,
crazy.
I think you could do like strawberry and pink lemonade. That sounds pretty good.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. I wish Liquid IV paid us extra for this because we're actually discussing it in the episode.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, definitely. If you're going to the Dominican Republic, bring some Liquid IVs, man, because it's brutal. It's
And bring
brutal to get
yourself.
really. Yes. Also, bring yourself. That would, that would kind of be an issue. Um, if you didn't, but yeah,
Hmm.
definitely do not get dehydrated there because that sucks. It sucks to when you like lose all your salts and stuff. You get cramps so hard, dude. You get hella cramps. Um,
Ooh,
yeah. Like I normally get cramps, but you get really bad cramps
I
because you're
see.
always sweating too. So it's just like you're throwing back. You're gonna need to throw back water that you don't have unless you're buying shit tons of bottled water. Um,
Mm.
and Presidente, they got a lot of Presidente down there. That's like their national beer. Um, it's good, but it doesn't really like hydrate you, So it's not
Yeah.
not a great system. But yeah, I don't know. It's just yeah. Uh, sorry, someone's asking me if I'm leaving soon. I'm gonna be fashionably late.
Yeah,
I've
look at this
decided.
man trying to do 6 things at once. He's trying to film a podcast and be somewhere.
I'm filming a podcast. I'm answering people's texts. I'm talking. I'm hawking liquid IV to everyone I know. I'm out here. I'm
How
out
does he
here.
do it? How
Very
does he do it?
with a lot of stress because what you what you don't know is that also coming out on my birthday are two exams, one after another, that I have to take. Not on my birthday. Sorry. On the day this podcast comes out is the Tuesday the 19th. I've got two exams, one after another, and it's gonna be very very rough. I'm not gonna be having a good fucking day. I am not going to be having a good fucking day on Tuesday the 19th. But
Unfortunate.
but right around midnight, I'm going to the liquor store and I'm picking me up. I think my plan is uh big old cheap bottle of Burgundy, cuz Burgundy wine comes in like these big ass bottles, right? Like it's like a gallon. It's like a gallon of wine. And they're real cheap. It's like I think like $7 a gallon. It's crazy. It's
Nice.
ridiculous. Yeah. It's cheap, but it's, for the price, uh, you can't beat it. And it's good for cooking too, but it's like, yeah, they're huge. They're big.
Hmm.
But
Well, enjoy lugging that shit around.
hell yeah. Yeah, it's I just looked up the price. So what I'm looking at is
What are
I
you
like
looking at?
the big jug. This is like the 1 gallon jug. They're saying it's anywhere between $12.99 and $20. So that's a steal right there. On
Nice.
For wine, that's a steal. Um, yeah, but whew, it's gonna be really weird to finally be a full like adult.
I
Like
know.
I've got a college degree.
I'm not even talking to a real adult right now.
I've got a house. I've got a dog.
Still
I've got
not
a
a real
car.
adult. It's
And
crazy.
but in less than a week from right now, I will be. And that is so weird,
Do you
right?
have
Is
any
that not fucking nuts?
do you have anything you want to do before you turn into an adult? Like pay one last visit to Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't think there's a Chuck E. Cheese or anything around here
Well,
anyway. Even
what are
if
you
I
gonna
did.
do before you turn into an adult? Because, you know, I mean, technically you could still get like in trouble for all the things you would at 21 as you would at 18. So I don't know if
Yeah.
there's a big difference.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
You got
I
nothing?
yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on. You're
Isn't
not
that
this is the end. This is the
it that's
You haven't
I
planned for
know.
this?
I know. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Cuz it's like it feels really weird and it's kind of scary to like you're an adult now. This is it. This is the end. But also I can't think of anything I would want to do as my kid self, and I've got less than 7 days left. So it's really weird to like do that, especially again because I am like living on my own. I've got my dog, I have my own microwave, I have my own air fryer, all this shit,
Crazy.
and it's like I I feel like in a lot of ways I've had to grow up faster than some people have, you know? Cuz
I
you
don't
remember
believe you.
we were independent living. I was 14, you were like 16, right? You know? Wasn't
Yes.
that like odd, you know, like we were living in
Growing
our own
up,
apartments then, and yeah, but like it was different than other kids, you know? Like other kids our age weren't doing that. They weren't, you know, commuting to school on their own at 14, 15. They weren't like going to like
I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe
I
some
don't
people
know.
are different, but I mean, it's probably more than what I was doing before I went to that school. So
Yeah, true.
that's I'll give it
It was
that much.
definitely more than what I was doing before then, but I was 13. I was 13 before then. So it's different and it's weird, and I know that it's like altered things for me, but like I, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I want to be a kid for a little bit longer, but at the same time I don't know, like I don't remember what it's like to be a kid anymore, to be honest. Isn't that scary? Right? Oh,
Well, try to remember for your last week. These are the last memories you'll have of it.
yeah. Impending mortality is very scary.
Mm.
Also, speaking of mortality, did you hear that Mexico unveiled alien corpses that they found in Peru?
No.
Like the Mexican government just yeah, let's look it up. Um oh, sorry, it was not the Mexican government. Mexican Congress was being presented to it by a journalist who had an alien corpse. Jesus Christ. Okay. Um that's a lot less cool, honestly. But
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Haha.
But I mean, at least he's fucking crazy enough to actually like, you know, go in there and like say it, you know? Like that's like actually like go in there and be like, "Hey, Mexican Congress, these are aliens. Do with that what you will." Right? Like at least he's like schizophrenic enough to actually believe it. That takes some balls, right?
Yeah. The gall to believe in that.
Yeah. I always respect people more. Like when people are like fucking delusional, like they're reporting like completely disingenuous bullshit, right? Like it's the difference between like a grifter and an actual paranoid schizophrenic, right? It's like your um it's like your Fox News versus Alex Jones, right? Because the people on Fox News, they don't believe their bullshit. They just know it fills their pockets, and their viewers are dumb enough to believe it. But like Alex Jones is an actual fucking schizophrenic conspiracy nut who's actually delusional enough to believe this shit, and it's fucking hilarious. Uh, so I respect him a lot more than I respect like Tucker Carlson or Laura Ingraham or whatever, because they're just
Just
not.
cuz he's a real lunatic.
He really is. He really
That's
is.
so he has earned your respect at
Would
least to a higher degree.
Well, I mean, I also do kind of respect the grind set of exploiting these people to give you money because they're bad people, you know. So
I don't know about that.
I I mean,
I
like
mean,
the
yeah, he gets
January
their
6th
money,
people.
but he also perpetuates like hating on
That
people.
is true. But like the January 6th people, right? They're not good people. But if they're donating all their money to like Fox News and shit and making them richer, that makes the January 6th people poorer. And
But
money is power. So
uh
if you want dumb
so
people to have less
if
power,
that's if you're okay with that, like Fox News taking all the money.
I mean, I am. As
I'm less okay with it.
I think Fox News is going to do less damage with that money than a bunch of gun-owning lunatics hiding in their mom's basement because they've never felt the touch of a woman. But yeah, no, fucking. Oh, that is yeah. I respect the con and I respect the deranged lunatics, but I think I respect the deranged lunatics more. And I think that's a good place to end this first segment. I don't think we're going
Lovely.
into the ad break quite yet, but we'll be back in a minute. Hi everyone, we're back. Couple of things have happened since we started recording. It's Sunday now. Got a new audio setup, so we're on the real computer now, which is good. Yeah, hopefully this works out. Hopefully this sounds at least a little bit better. Um, yeah, it's now Sunday the 17th. T minus like 2.5 days until the old 2-1. Still anxious about it. How are you feeling, pal?
Um, over 21.
Yeah, I meant in general,
Oh,
but
yeah.
yeah.
I'm pretty composed. You know,
Considering what happened, do you wanna tell the listeners about it? D- I feel like maybe they should know. Max, I think we lost Max.
no, if they,
I heard you for a little bit.
I'm here, man. I'm here.
All
I
right, so
got,
what did you
I
say
got new,
after I
I
after I
got.
asked you? Yeah.
Let me finish. Let me
Sorry.
finish. You keep
Sorry.
interrupting my story. I got in a car accident.
Yeah. Do you want to go into any more detail than that, or have your lawyers advised you to not say anything more?
I mean, I probably just shouldn't say anything more on
All
like a
right.
personal stance, but in short, I got in a car accident. But you know what? It's things I can give away. I'm okay.
Yeah. Fortunately, it sounds like everyone's okay. Um.
Yes, and it's not a total loss, and hopefully I'm not at fault
Yeah.
for.
Hopefully. I mean, yeah.
I
As long
shouldn't be.
as
So I should be okay, but it's just kind of intense.
yeah, yeah. I yeah. It sucks, but what can you do? Yeah.
I'm
Uh,
here on the podcast,
we're all here.
voicing my frustrations.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine that would be frustrating. Yeah.
Grr,
Very
grr.
much so. Yes. I concur. Yeah. Um yeah, I mean,
Yeah, what of it,
definitely a very
bitch?
tense
Get in
week.
a car accident, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, we're I think we're both having a very tense week this week.
Mhm.
Where yeah, as far as uh things that are happening are concerned, we're both a little bit tense. Uh Also, before the ad break, I wanted to read some pretty funny stuff here. I was uh so our football team's pretty bad, right? Um we're like bottom of our little section.
Wow,
Um
that's impressive.
I know, right? We're somehow still
Kind
D1.
kind of a flex.
Yeah, we are somehow still D1 despite a pretty sorry, I dropped my phone. Dismal performance thus far in the season.
Right.
Um yeah, I don't think we've won an actual game in a long ass time. So, uh after we played a pretty bad team last night. We played I think it was Lindenwood and they just became Division 1.
Mhm.
Um and we had them in the first half and then they came through in the second half and beat us.
Damn.
And yeah, so we can't even win against a barely Division 1 team. So people were flaming the football team on YikYak, and I want to read some of the highlights. if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Um, so someone said, I lost the original one, but I think for context, I have the second one, but the original one was like, um, the rain ain't gonna help us. We're gonna get smoked or something like that. And I think it was the same person who said, I was correct again. This team could not win a game if they were playing against toddlers.
Dang.
That's a fun one. Um, being on the football team at this school should not make you popular. We should be bullying them like cartoon bullies until they decide to actually win a goddamn game.
Ouch.
And then somebody reposted that. I think maybe it was the original person, and it was name of my school. If you want to hire me for my expert plan to make this team actually win, I expect my starting salary to be the exact amount we're losing by giving these chuckle fucks athletic scholarships. It was pretty brutal.
Wow.
Someone said this is some pre-Tom Brady Tampa Bay Buccaneers type performance, and that is not a compliment. Ooh. And then my question is, who is even buying tickets to watch these games anymore? Who is paying to watch this team get curb stomped? I don't even go to the games, and I can get in for free. That one's pretty good.
Uh-huh.
And then the last one I wanted to see is or wanted to say, sorry, is what's the difference between an L and a joke? And the difference is our football team can't take a joke.
Can't take a joke. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. They sure took the L.
Yeah. I mean, somebody was literally like, I think a lot of those were posted by the same person, and literally, like the someone in the football team was in his comments being like threatening to jump him. And other people in the comments were like, you can jump him all you want, but you still won't win any games. And holy shit.
Damn.
Yeah, they're fucking laughing stocks. They're the fucking laughing stocks of the league. It's really funny. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. I got a good hoot laughing at those.
Nice.
But yeah, win some fucking games. You know who you are.
Yeah, I guess that's
Go win
the
some
lesson.
fucking games. Yeah. Ouch. Yeah. I would like to have at least one W this season, because having 0 is going to be fucking pathetic. Like,
Yeah.
imagine having to say that. Oh my god. So we had a it was like an alumni reunion event for like the 1990-1998 alumni.
Right.
So like people who were playing football then came out to the game, so they played like fireworks, and everybody on YikYak was like, what the fuck are they shooting fireworks
Yeah,
for?
that's kind of out of nowhere. Doesn't seem right.
we lost to a D3 team. Why are we using fireworks, man?
Everyone wants to celebrate right now. All of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm sure a couple people might have I hear a couple people. Oh no. All right. So this I remembered another one. So there was a girl who like she said she was talking to a football player, and she said, if you win the game, I'll go home with you tonight. And somebody else posted, hey sis, you're good, you don't have to go back with him. That was fucking
Damn.
That was really funny.
Damn.
That was really funny.
That's fun, you guys shitting on everybody for for fucking up that game.
I mean, yeah, I saw a couple of the players trying to blame the coaches, and I'm like, it's not the coaches who are going out there and getting creamed like that. At some point, it's a poor workman blaming their tools.
Right.
Yeah. Well, sucks to be us. We're never going to win a game. Fucking whoops. There we go. Yep. And that's a good way to segue into the ad break. We'll be right back here talking about what is it? Ahsoka episode 5? Yeah, episode 5. We'll be right back. This episode has been generously sponsored by skunknuggetparenting.com, run by my own talented mother. Parenting is hard. Sometimes kids and parents are like night and day. It can be very hard to get on the same page with them, and a lot of parents have anxiety that maybe they're doing it all wrong. Luckily, there is a service out there that can help. Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions is a company that provides parent coaching services, resource referrals, and psychological profiling, along with 24/7 phone and text access in an all virtual program. Plus, the first consultation is free. In order to get this amazing service, please visit skunknuggetparenting.com. That is skunknuggetparenting.com. Thank you to Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions for sponsoring this episode. Thank you all for listening. And now, back to the podcast. This episode is sponsored by Liquid IV, the #1 powdered hydration brand in America. We've been partnering with them all summer, and I've been using it to beat the heat through some of these particularly nasty heat waves. While it was scorching hot outside, I was staying cool and refreshed with Liquid IV and their 12 delicious flavors.
One stick of liquid IV in 16 ounces of water hydrates you twice as fast and far more efficiently than water alone, and it also contains 5 essential vitamins and 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks, without any GMOs, gluten, dairy, or soy. Liquid IV is also committed to equitable access to clean water worldwide, partnering with leading organizations to fund and foster innovative solutions with communities that protect both their water and their futures, and donating 39 million servings in 50 plus countries around the world.
Real people, real flavor, real hydrating. Get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code IIHSPodcast, all one word, at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code IIHSPodcast, again, all one word, at liquidiv.com. Thank you again to Liquid IV for partnering with us. All right, everyone, we're back. Hello. We're here. I need to stop saying we're here because I always want to follow it up with we're queer.
Yeah, because you wanna say that so
It
badly.
it rolls off the tongue. It rolls off the tongue too well. Too well. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Ahsoka, episode 5. Thoughts,
Thoughts?
prayers. Can we get some
Really,
thoughts and prayers?
really bizarre.
It was a little bit bizarre. I will agree to that.
As someone who's been a fan of this kind of stuff for years and years and only seeing it in animated form, and then it's suddenly put into live action in my face. I mean, I was never more confronted with that than with this episode, which is weird because the whole show is about somebody being taken from animated and put into live action. But this was crazy. And I
Yeah.
think it's cool. Like, I get what Dave Filoni is trying to do with Ahsoka's story. He's trying to be like, yo, this person was raised to be a soldier as a kid, and that's not
Well, I
okay.
mean, not necessarily. You know, she went to the Jedi Temple before Anakin did, and um, you know, she. It's not like they were planning to get into a big war when she was 14. It just sort of happened on accident. You know,
Right, but it's all she's been doing
that
in
is true. Pretty much, yeah. Like from literally the second she's assigned to a master, she's in a fucking war zone, and that's not necessarily great, to be honest.
no.
uh yeah, definitely a fucked up childhood. But we got to see a sort of a clouded, foggy version of like the some of those like battles during the Clone Wars, and I think that was pretty interesting, like getting to see like it. I think they were intentionally not very specific for a reason. Like they were intentionally vague, um like for a reason, because of course it's like her recollection of it. And dog, do not lick my feet. Do not lick my feet. That is weird. That is so fucking weird, dog.
I mean, you put your feet on this dog.
I didn't. They are underneath my desk. I have them up to kind of be comfortable, and he is licking them, and it is very weird. Do not stop. Stop going underneath the desk to lick my feet. It's weird. It's so weird. He's so weird. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't I want to send him back, but I feel like they won't take him. I
No.
think it's too late. Um but yeah, I think it was like intentionally very cloudy and vague because I think Ahsoka has sort of blocked out some of those memories and like is traumatized by them, so she's doing her best to repress them. I think that's a little bit of symbolism there. I think that was a good little detail. I also really liked Hayden in this episode. Holy shit, he was so good.
Yeah, he was. It was like he didn't skip a day. It's
He
weird. It's like de-aging, but it all just
the de-aging was literally perfect.
kind of worked out. Yeah.
It was this is the first time it's ever been actually perfect. And it's unsettling how good it is. Holy shit. They've come a long way from CG Tarkin. That's all I'm going to say. They've come a long way from CG Tarkin from Rogue One.
Yeah, CG Tarkin still gives me nightmares.
But yeah, holy shit, this looked good. Frighteningly good. And Hayden can actually act when he has a good fucking director. Um, we saw that a little bit in Obi-Wan, but he only really had like 2 scenes where it was him acting. But he was still good. He was still good. And yeah, I really enjoyed his scenes. Um yeah, he was fun. He was good. He's a little guy. He was doing his little thing. I really liked this is the Clone Wars. No kidding.
No
That
kidding.
was a great interaction. That was fucking funny. Um yeah, it feels like he definitely has watched Matt Lanter's performance. Um but like he didn't let it influence him too much. Like he knows it, he acknowledges it, he understands it, but he's still bringing his own like energy to it. It's just more fun, more loose, and I think with a little bit more hindsight
I
of
mean,
like
there
yeah.
is, but it's also totally Hayden Anakin, you know?
Yeah, 100%. It's like if again it's him but with a good director and also about 20 years of hindsight uh for like this is what the fans actually wanted. It feels like now he knows what he should have done differently, and I think that's good for him. Good for
It's
him.
it feels like such a different level of like, I don't know, getting him back. Like the
Yeah,
duel with Obi-Wan in that show was like fun, but it's not near to the like what they did with his character for this one episode.
no,
Like it
absolutely not.
nothing compares to what they did for this. It's
And
just they went all
yeah,
out.
I understand. So my dad sort of spoiled it for me a little
Rip.
bit. It was fine. I already knew it. Twitter spoiled it for me too. Um but uh he texted me. He didn't know that I was watching it for the show and that we watch it together so we don't like tune in immediately as it drops. But he's been watching it pretty religiously, and he was like, "This is the best episode of Star Wars TV ever." And I was like, you know what? I wouldn't agree, but
Dang.
I understand. I the Darth Vader Obi-Wan duel is just too good. It's just too fucking good. And the Prison Break episode from Andor, that's also just too fucking good. Like you can't. Yeah, Kino Loy's monologue is turns Andor from a 6 to an 8. that
Love,
is, yeah,
love that show.
very
Uh,
good. Very
was it?
excited for season 2, but I don't know how they can top the Prison Break. Honestly, you know,
Mhm.
that was the Ozymandias of uh Andor. They're never going to be able to top it. It's better to get your Ozymandias later, you know? It Cuz Breaking Bad, that episode was in like season 5, right? So that was way later on, and that's when it hit peak peak Breaking Bad. But
Right.
also The Fly is really good, and I won't hear any slander for anyone who says that the Fly was a bad episode. It was a great episode.
Huh.
Yeah, fucking phenomenal. But also, yeah, I think I've got high hopes for Star Wars TV now, honestly. Whether it be the realistic, gritty type, political drama shit like Andor, Tony Gilroy's got it in the bag, and whether it be like the fantastic, mystical Dave Filoni fan servicey bullshit, I think Dave Filoni's got that in the bag too. I have very tremendously high hopes for this movie that's gonna tie up the Mandoverse.
Yeah,
I Yeah.
it's crazy announcement they
Somebody
made.
give this man somebody make sure that this man has all the utensils because he is cooking.
Hmm.
Give him unrestricted access to the kitchen because he is cooking. Oh my god. It is unbelievable how much cooking that man is doing. Live action Rex, live action Phase 1 Clone Troopers. It's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, he did it all.
It feels like like he's been like, Kathleen, please just let me cook just this once, bro. Just give me the money. Just let we've made it up to here. All the other shows were like at least moderate successes, right? Let me cook now because I got this. And she's like, all right, fine, you can do it. And he put his whole pussy into it, and I really fucked with it. I really fucked with this episode. Um, uh, yeah, that was fun. And then we didn't really get to see anyone on the villains team this episode, which is,
No, it wasn't really like that for this episode. But
yeah, they're saving it. They're saving it for bringing Thrawn back, and I'm very excited for that. We're gonna we're gonna have Senior Thrawn back.
mhm.
Um, I still hope Ezra's just fucking dead. That would be so fucking funny
Damn,
if they
why?
went to another galaxy to find him and he's just been dead.
Well,
That would be very funny.
I hope not.
I hope so. I think it would be hilarious, but that's because I'm an absolute menace to society.
Yeah,
Um,
that's you winning.
that would be me winning.
You
That
know
would be
what
a huge
was,
dub.
but you know what was you losing?
What?
Marok exploding into nothing.
It was green mist. I think there's still a story in there about what he is and
I
like who
saw,
he was
I
before.
saw a mist too, and that's all I saw. And then he
That
died.
means that means I'm 99% sure that that's a Savage reference. So he was enhanced by the magic. So I'm thinking that there's got to be like a comic story, or like I don't know, maybe there's Marok, a Star Wars story, and or if you really want to hear a really stupid idea, I've got a really bad one. Do you want to
You
hear
got
it?
a really bad, stupid idea.
Yes. So you know how Marok and there's another character named Marok, and it's Embo's pet dog.
Mhm.
What if they're not two different characters? What if Morgan Elsbeth used her magic to turn that bitch into a human?
Oh,
What what if?
no, I don't know. What if? That'd be fucking
what
weird.
what would be your reaction to that? To that information?
I would probably clock out. I'd probably tune out of the rest of the show. Be like, I don't give a shit anymore.
I mean, I don't know, man. I'm grasping at straws here. I'm grasping
Mhm.
at straws. I wanted at least something more
Yes.
than just poof dead. That's kind of boring. But yeah. That sucks.
Mhm.
That was kind of an L. I'm going to be honest. That's
Yeah, you're gonna have
about
to take that L.
yeah. I mean, I I feel just like the football team now. It's not a pleasant feeling.
Oh dang.
Well, I mean, at least I don't have the power to change it, you know?
Hmm.
At least it's out of my control. I can use that as an excuse. They don't really have one. Sucks to be them.
Right.
Yeah. What did you think about uh Ahsoka getting Joned by the whale?
Um,
How'd you feel about that?
I thought that was very weird. That was very weird. But it's
Yeah,
also, I mean, why not? Why not do that, I guess. It's just like the Star Wars is this kind of Star Wars is so focused on like the animals and shit. So,
yeah. Dave really got into that whole vibe during Rebels, and I don't like it personally, but you know what?
mm-mm.
Fuck it. I don't care. I'm if he can keep cooking like he did with the Anakin scenes, then I'll forgive him for that. But he's on thin ice. I want him to know that he is indeed on thin ice.
I see.
Uh, for he's very close to losing me.
Hmm.
He's so fucking close. But yeah, he still has me for now. We'll just have to see. But I do kind of want to talk about. I want to place a bet with you. Um, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. So, Star Wars theory right now, um, he's in his like, oh my god, this is the best show they've ever made. I'm gonna suck Dave Filoni's cock um phase right now. Uh, but if you'll recall, he was like that with all of the sequels, right? Every single one of the sequels, he's like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! I love this!" And then he turned around on it. So I want to hear what you think the over under is before he turns around and hates on it, because the internet is shitting on Ahsoka because again, you know, it's the same thing that happens with all fucking Disney Star Wars that has a woman in it. They just don't like it. So
Hmm.
let's let's just see how long do you think it's going to be
Until we get hate.
from specifically Star Wars theory turning on it?
That hasn't happened yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Uh,
I'm
um,
surprised too. Trust me.
yeah, I am surprised. Uh, I don't know. Probably the episode two after this one. Something really stupid will happen, and I won't care. But Star Wars Theory will be like, "What the fuck, man?
I think it's
This
only. I think there is only one episode after this.
no, it's supposed to be more. It's supposed to be 9 episodes in total.
Are you sure? I
Yeah, go
thought it
check
was
it.
6.
Go check it. Boom.
I'm checking. I'm checking right now. 8. There's 8 episodes. Okay. Thank God. I thought next episode was going to be the season finale. I was like, how are they going to tie all that together? Um, yeah, I was mistaken. I thought we were on like the penultimate episode. Oh shit. All right, that's good at least. I'm excited that there's going to be more. That is good at least. I'm actually happy about that. But damn, yeah. I mean, you think on episode 7 he's gonna turn on it?
Yes.
I I think he's going to stay enjoying it for the rest of the show, but I think 2 to 3 weeks after he's going to turn on it. He's gonna be like, actually, it was terrible. Um, I hated it the whole time. 0 out of 10, no stars. I think, yeah, yeah. Two 2 to 3 weeks after he's gonna drop a video and be like, why I actually hated Ahsoka.
That would be
Um,
funny.
he's done that on every single one of the sequels. He's a fucking hack. As soon as the internet fucking turns on it, he instantly, because he wants clout, he wants to like always be on top of the fucking bandwagon. So he immediately goes from loving it to hating it, and it's bullshit. Yeah. So yeah, I have beef with fucking Star Wars Theory because first his fucking fan film sucked dick. It was awful. That was the worst thing. Like everyone talks about like how bad Spider-Man Lotus was, but at least Spider-Man Lotus had good CGI. The Vader fan film sucked dick. That was terrible. Um
Damn.
uh fucking I lost my train of thought. And then he was like a pretentious douche to Star Wars dude on Instagram, and that was the last straw. I was like, okay, so he's just like a dick and also kind of a pussy. He manages to be both kinds of genitalia at the same time. He is both snobby and dickish, but also a little baby when he gets his little fifis hurt. And yeah, I think he's just annoying, and he's very surface level understanding of Star Wars. And overall, I think he's very juvenile.
Hmm.
And yeah, I think there's no way he's not going to turn on Ahsoka because he notices that there's a buck to be had there, and he's just a grifter. That's all he is. He's just a fucking grifter. And I think Ahsoka's fucking good TV. It is good Star Wars TV, and
Mhm.
we all need to accept that and move the fuck on. Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah,
good.
I I'd agree. Go
What
watch.
is your overall so far ranking of all the Disney Star Wars shows from worst to best?
Of all the shows,
Mm-hmm.
mm, dang, that's quite a loaded question. I would still put Andor at the top.
Andor at the top. Okay,
The
understandable.
uh, I'd
Do you think
put
overall Mando is better than Ahsoka?
um, yes, I do.
Okay, so Ahsoka, or so Ahsoka would be third, and then Obi-Wan or Book of Boba Fett.
Um, I'd probably put Book of Boba Fett over.
No fucking shot.
I just to
No
spite you.
way. No way. Don't you fucking dare. Don't bullshit me. No fucking way. Absolutely not. You there's no way you genuinely believe that. There's no way you genuinely believe that. Come on. Come on. Be for real. I
Okay, fine, I won't. But like, it's funny to get
it
you to
is
think that.
fuck you. That the fact that some people might genuinely think that makes me sad, because Book of Boba Fett is absolutely the worst Star Wars television show. Not that it's even bad. I am a Book of Boba Fett defender personally. I think it is fine. I like Boba Fett's little character arc. It was a nice little thing to look forward to on what was it, Wednesdays when it came out. Yeah, it was a
Mhm.
nice little thing to look forward to. And then what was it? Uh yeah, that would be my worst. I'm gonna go by seasons here, right? Mando season 1 is probably next. I think or season 3 of Mando is the worst. Then Book of Boba Fett, then Mando season 1, then Mando season 2, then if we're going from worst to best. Okay. Which do I like more, Ahsoka or Andor? That's hard. That's a really hard question. We're not done with Ahsoka yet, so it feels kind of weird to judge it on like at the same time as Andor, but yeah, I would say I'll put Andor on top for now. We're only just now over halfway done, apparently. Again, I did not know that. I thought it was 6 episodes.
Right.
So yeah, I think we've still got a little bit more to go, and judging it now doesn't feel right. So I'll reserve judgment for later, but for now, Andor is better, subject to change. And Obi-Wan is number fucking 1 because Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen and James Earl Jones are fucking phenomenal, and seeing them again warms my heart.
You got them tinted glasses.
That final fucking duel, though. That final fucking duel is the greatest. That might be my favorite scene in all of Star Wars.
Really?
It's everything wrong with the Mustafar duel fixed.
Can you name the planet?
I don't think they ever listed the planet. They came.
What a shame. Must not be a significantly important part of the Star Wars universe.
Oh, they did not name the planet. They didn't name the fucking planet.
Somebody forgot to name the planet.
Add
that onto the list of things that like never get answered in Star Wars. What is Yoda's species? What planet is Obi-Wan from? That's a joke. They answered that question with a stupid answer.
Did they give it a name?
Yeah.
What is the name?
Stu John.
No, that's where Obi-Wan's from. Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, I just looked it up on Wikipedia. The moon. Where are you asking where they fought, or are you asking where Obi-Wan's from? Because I know where Obi-Wan's from.
I was talking about where Obi-Wan's from, but
he's from Stu John. It's from it's a George Lucas went on Jon Stewart. Was it back when he was doing the Daily Show?
This was Celebration 5.
Oh, it was on Celebration 5. And he was like, yeah, he's from Stu John. Because George Lucas, I think we all need to understand, George Lucas doesn't give a fuck about Star Wars like you think he does. Right? Like, everyone who is like, everyone who's like, this isn't George Lucas's original vision. Dude, George Lucas doesn't give a fuck about it, man. He does not care. Fucking chill.
Daddy chill.
Exactly. What the hell is even that? Yeah. Fucking take a breather, man. It's just movies. It's just fucking movies and TV, man. Chill. It's not your fucking childhood. But yeah, that duel is the best scene in all of Star Wars. I will die on that hill. At least everything live action, honestly. It's everything wrong with the Battle of Mustafar and everything good about, or it's like it fixes everything wrong with the Battle of Mustafar, and it doesn't fall into like being lame like the duel on the Death Star is, right? It's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. Choreography's on point. The soundtrack is on point. Fucking John Williams. It's no Battle of the Heroes. It is weaker from a musical perspective than the duel on Mustafar, but it makes up for that by being just so much fucking better. It's so much better shot, and the colors are really good. The atmosphere is really good, and it doesn't go on for too long, which is the issue with the one on Mustafar. The one on Mustafar just fucking takes forever, and it's like, okay, we get it, get to the point.
I like the fight.
It's better pacing. It's better pacing, and I appreciate that. I think Revenge of the
That's
Sith has some pacing problems. It has a lot of problems, actually. I will still say that it is not a good film, to be honest. And I will die on that hill. Just not a well-made movie, and I
still
think
very fun.
fun,
Undeniably fun.
yeah.
Enjoyable movie.
It's not like soul crushing like Phantom Menace is, right? Phantom Menace is just hard to watch. That one is like legit painful to watch.
Shoot them or something.
That's Attack of the Clones. Yes, that's from the Geonosis Arena. Fake fan. Everybody shun him. Everybody shun Maxwell. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that was from the arena.
Literally unfazed.
Can't believe you. Can't believe you. You son of a bitch. I can't believe you. But yeah, I think damn. That duel was so good. Fucking literally 0 notes. So good. So fucking good. It's been over a year and I'm still blown away by how good that was. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
And
love some Star Wars fights. That's kind of what the fun of this is too.
Yes. There's some very good duels here. The duel between Anakin and Ahsoka was also very good. It didn't quite have like the same emotional stakes as Obi-Wan versus Vader. That was not quite that's more what I watch it for. Like I would say my second favorite duel now after Obi-Wan Kenobi is the one from Return of the Jedi. And the reason why that one's so good is just because of like the emotionality of it. And it's like there's so many different like character things going on with it. So it's not just like zoom crash lightsabers dangling keys like the fucking prequels were. Oh my god, can I just bitch about how bad Anakin versus Count Dooku is?
You don't like that
so
fight?
Bad.
You don't like that fight?
It's so bad. It's shot so terribly. It is so fucking bad. Like I kind of get what George was going for with that, but it's so bad. It does not look good at all.
Why doesn't it look good?
Cuts too much. The lighting is weird.
I like how goofy the lighting is, though. Come on.
I don't want it to be goofy. When it's time for a fucking lightsaber fight, I want it to be serious. I want to get down to brass tacks. You know, that's the shit that I'm on.
The goofy part is how serious it it takes itself. You know, he's like, "Oh, we turn off the lights now, so now we have the lightsabers in the dark. Ooh, now you can't even see the actors doing their thing."
It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Yoda versus Dooku is marginally better, but it's still not great. Whoever gave Yoda a lightsaber is fucking dumb. This is bad. This is bad. Bad George. Spray him with the water bottle. He that's what he needed during the prequels, is someone to just be there and just be like, bad George, and just spray him every time he came up with something stupid.
Yeah. Just
because who wants to watch a Muppet do a fight scene with an 86-year-old man?
But it was a CG Muppet.
I don't care. That'd be like watching Kermit like in a Muppet Christmas Carol. It'd be like if Kermit did a fucking sword fight against Michael Caine as Scrooge, and we were expected to take it seriously. And it's like, no, absolutely not. No, no, thank you.
Well,
I cannot take that seriously.
if you
And
say so.
yeah, not great. Not yeah. Attack of the Clones is the worst one. Bar none. Bar absolutely none. It's worse than the Clone Wars animated movie. I would say here's my big hot take. Clone Wars animated movie is between The Rise of Skywalker. It's not as good as The Rise of Skywalker, and it's not as bad as Revenge of the Sith.
Which one?
The Clone Wars animated movie,
Oh,
2008.
I
Worse
mean,
than Rise of Skywalker, better than Revenge of the Sith.
really? I think I could more easily stomach going back to the Clone Wars movie than Rise of Skywalker.
I go back to the Rise of Skywalker movie plenty. I don't I I like acting. That's my I think my
A
main
feeling.
I
Why do you? A feeling. A feeling.
I can feel it. I that when all right, you got
A
to admit
feeling.
that when John Boyega says I can feel it and like the music cuts out, that's kind of a hard ass bar. Maybe it's just because it's John Boyega delivering it cuz he's fucking great. He's great in like everything, but like that was a hard ass bar. That he was spitting there. He was spitting.
Mhm.
Um but yeah, I think yeah, that sucks. Ooh, I do have a big red button though. I do
What do
have a
you
big
got?
red button. Are you prepared?
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Lay it on me.
Um they re-release Attack of the Clones in like 4K Ultra HD,
Okay.
but they replace CGI Yoda with Muppet Yoda in the lightsaber duel against Count
Oh,
Dooku.
that'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. That sounds perfect. Why not? Why not make everything else in that movie better, except for Yoda? Just like, just, just be like, you know what? This is the thing that we really put the most effort in. Is this flying, like goblin fighting this guy? But now we're making it like a real practical goblin fighting this man who we're gonna. I don't know if they did any of that. Like, we're gonna put Christopher Lee's head on another actor in Attack of the Clones.
No, I think they just CG out. So they CG out normal Yoda and they CG in a puppet. So it's still CG, but it's just a puppet doing all the same moves. But he just looks like puppet Yoda from the Phantom Menace, which is crackhead Yoda, which might be my favorite Yoda.
Yeah, I agree. We should all return to episode 1 Yoda. That was
It's what
when
we deserve. It's what we deserve as a fan base.
that's when the world was right. It's getting that crazy that that thing was so scary. I don't know how they like went from episode 6 to 1 with the Yoda puppet, but that's
I
funny.
think Jim Henson had died by then, and I think that's why.
I love
Because
that the condition is that it has to be the episode 1 puppet because that one is
oh,
just so abysmal.
it's so bad. It's so bad. I feel like that would be one of the I feel like that would piss George off too because George loves replacing shit with CGI, as is evidenced by the entire special edition and the fact that they eventually replaced Yoda with CG Yoda. I think they did that in like '04, or is that just when the special editions came out? Either way,
Yeah.
they did fix it. Which cut do you prefer? Do you prefer crackhead puppet Yoda or do you prefer uh CG Yoda in Phantom Menace?
Um I like the CG one more, but I know that like when I'm watching the movie regularly that it's probably better to have like the regular like the regular CG Yoda just to like help that movie because the movie needs help.
I
in a
don't
lot
like
of
CG
ways.
Yoda's design. I don't think
Really.
he looks right.
I mean, he looks. It's weird because he looks different than Attack of the Clones, even and
He
Revenge
look
of the Sith. He looks different in the first movie, even though like the point is that he's supposed to be the same CG model.
he doesn't look like the puppet Yoda either. None of there is no consistent Yoda from in the prequel trilogy at all, and they're not consistent with the one in the fucking Empire and Return of the Jedi. He he looks he looks completely different, right? Not
Yeah,
even the same shade of green. The face looks completely different. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong, and they should have just used the puppet that they had. And it doesn't make any sense that Yoda can be 880 years old and look roughly the same, and then in 20 years just completely go to shit. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Makes zero sense.
yeah.
Like, yeah. Have you seen those like High Republic illustrations of Yoda
No,
where he looks like if Yoda from the prequels and Mace Windu had a gay love child, and it's fucking hilarious.
sounds horrifying.
It's not as horrifying as I make it sound, but hang on, I'll send you an image on Discord. It's very funny. he looks, he looks so weird. He looks so weird. Let me. All right. I'm sending it to you on Discord right now. This is fucking funny. All right, there you go. Tell me that isn't exactly what he looks like, right? Tell me
Like
that
if
isn't
Yoda and Mace Windu had a kid.
had a gay love child. Yes,
Yes.
exactly, right?
Why is he giving the stink eye? What?
I, exactly.
Is it
It looks
Yoda got
so
Yoda
weird.
has the stink eye like 100 years before Phantom Menace. Damn. He
Yoda,
was.
yeah,
I'm
and in
surprised the
Phantom
order didn't
Menace,
fall sooner.
yeah, exactly. Yoda's supposed to be a fucking chill dude, man. Don't be. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, I think maybe it was just that illustrator. I think the project lead for High Republic was like, "Hey, illustrator, give me cool badass Yoda," and they were like, "Okay, I'm just gonna give him a Samuel L. Jackson face on a Yoda body, and we'll see what happens." And it looks a little nightmarish. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
Not quite right. Not quite right. But you know what? It's fine. It's
it's
fine.
okay. You just like forget about the High Republic, and then all your
Most people
problems,
have.
all your
Most people
problems are
have.
solved.
Yeah. Yeah. At least until the acolyte. Oh dear God, what if we see him in the acolyte?
I mean,
Oh
I'm
dear God.
excited for that show. That one has a lot of crazy things we'll be seeing for the first time, I think.
Yeah. How did we feel about Last Jedi Puppet Yoda?
Uh, it,
I
I think it worked. I think it was better.
yeah, it still didn't look quite right, but the design not great, but like the scene, holy shit. Easily the best scene in that movie. Easily. Like even if you're not a fan of the movie, come on. You know that shit's good. You know that shit is gold. Frank
Yeah.
Oz coming back. Oh my god. So good. But yeah, definitely not a great puppet. I
Huh.
I think their main inspiration was Clone Wars Yoda. I think that was their main design inspiration. You know,
That's interesting.
like look at the two of them side by side. I think that's sort of more similar to like what we got
That's a good
than
point. I think
yeah,
you're right.
yeah. I still think the best Yoda design is from the original trilogy, but
I agree.
that's because motherfucking what you know, you know,
You know,
you know why,
it
you
was
know
just
why.
the magic that was there at that
Yeah,
time.
I think that when Frank Oz dies, I want Mark Hamill to do Yoda's voice because Tom Kane unfortunately can't anymore.
Yeah.
And Mark Hamill does a really good impression. And Mark Hamill's just a good voice actor in general. Yeah. I can't believe he went from movies, like live action movies, to voice acting, just like that. And he's been in so much
successfully.
good shit. Yeah. Oh my god. He Fire Lord Ozai, Joker, fucking he was in the original what was it? Darksiders. He was in Darksiders. He's pretty good in that. He's been in so many good things. Yeah, I fucking love Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill's the best.
Hmm.
Probably definitely one of my favorite voice actors. And yeah, like losing Kevin Conroy as Batman just sucks because
It does
I,
suck.
I because we'll never see them,
Together.
go head to head ever again. Yeah,
I don't think
exactly.
Mark Hamill really wants to do the character since Kevin Conroy's passed,
Yeah,
which I understand.
he didn't want to come back for Arkham Knight unless Kevin Conroy was attached to the project, and he was, so he did, and it was great. I'm an Arkham Knight defender, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's my shit right there. I love Arkham Knight. It was very good. It's no Arkham City, but it's better than Asylum, and that's my hot take.
Yeah. From what I've heard, Arkham City is the quintessential Batman game.
Oh, 100%.
All right.
100%. You need to play it right now.
Glad my information is right.
Play Asylum first. Don't make the same mistake I did and like play City first. But City's really good. City is in my top 3 games of all time.
Nice.
I think right now it's Arkham City at number 1, BioShock Infinite number 2, Fallout New Vegas number 3, but it changes all the time. But easily in the top 3, maybe top 1. That's the one that I've played most recently. Like done just a normal playthrough. Whenever I play New Vegas now, it's for streaming, and it's like for a challenge run, so it's like I'm not playing it the way I normally would, and it just isn't right. But
No.
God, I fucking love Arkham City so much.
Nice.
Literally a perfect game. 10 out of 10. No notes. Go that before we end the episode. I definitely I gotta say that's the takeaway from this week is go play Batman the Arkham series. Even Origins is the stinker of the franchise, but even the stinker of the franchise is still a good game,
Wow.
like yeah, it only gets negative reviews, A, because they're comparing it to Asylum City and Night, and B, because it had a shitty PC port, which I will admit it is a shit PC port. But if you can get it on like Xbox or PlayStation, fuck yeah, go for it. So good.
Nice.
Yeah, very very good. But yeah, I think we should probably end the episode there. Because we did our big red button already.
We did.
So yeah, I want to thank Justin Connor, our supporter patron over on patreon.com/IIHS podcast. If you want to get a cool shout out, that you can join that tier for $3. But if you want to get access to all these episodes as soon as they're done being edited, ad free, instead of having to wait until Tuesday, and then even then you got to listen to the ad break, like duh, no, definitely come on over to patreon.com/IIHS podcast. You get a free week of the influential and successful tier. Go on over, give it a try. We also have movie commentary tracks. We've done 4 so far. We were gonna do one, but we were gonna do one on the Mortal Kombat thing, but didn't quite line up correctly. So we're still working on that. We're gonna put a new one out soon. So stay tuned for that. Yes. Probably won't be for like 2 weeks at least, but we'll get one out to you eventually. So stay tuned over there. But definitely enjoy the first. Uh, oh no, we've done 5. Sorry, we've done 5 because we did original trilogy Indiana Jones, Crystal Skull, and we did The Rock with Big Cat Scott Henson. So definitely go check that out. Um, if you want to keep up with us on social media, we are at IIHS Podcast on YouTube, Twitter, still not calling it X. Fuck you, Elon. Threads, and Instagram. So that's a good place to make sure you're caught up. New episodes come out. Also, if you want to do topic suggestions, Q&A, that sort of thing, definitely best place to reach us. Other than that, again, go play the Arkham series. It's really good. And yeah, other than that, I'm Kael. I've been incredibly influential.
I'm Maxwell. I've been highly successful.
And we'll talk to you guys next week.